Why were you blocked from discovering this until now? Why has your spirit been restless this week, even in silence? Why have strange names, numbers, or locations been appearing in your dreams lately? This is not paranoia. This is prophecy. And now the veil is tearing. Archangel Michael says, "Do not scroll. Do not delay. I have been dispatched with orders from heaven's throne. What I am about to reveal was not supposed to reach your hands, but something divine interfered. There is a hidden transaction, spiritual and earthly, being arranged behind your back. Documents, deals, intentions, and none of it was created with your good in mind. It's not just money, it's influence, it's legacy, it's your destiny, and someone tried to take your name out of it. For weeks, something has been circling your house. You've felt the pressure in your chest, the strange chills, the heavy atmosphere when the room falls silent. You thought it was just a bad day or your imagination, but it was Michael, standing in your doorway, refusing to leave. The deal was signed in secret, he says, but heaven just tore it open. The names involved. One of them is familiar to you. Yes, them. The one who smiled in your face, who asked for your trust, who promised to protect you. But God saw through it. God saw it all. And tonight, that transaction is being interrupted. Don't scroll. Don't wait. This is not just another message. It's a divine interception. This moment changes everything. Type 444 if you feel the shift. Archangel Michael says, "Listen to me carefully, child. I am not whispering today. I am roaring. A secret transaction is in progress. I saw it in the realm of spirit before the ink touched paper on earth. This agreement was not made in the light. It was sealed in shadows, hidden behind smiles and disguised as opportunity. But I, Michael, have seen the document. I have heard the names, and one of them belongs to you. You were not supposed to know. But heaven disagreed. God has overturned the silence. I was dispatched with flaming urgency, my wings alight with divine fury, because this, what they're planning, was meant to redirect your future without your permission. They want to trade your peace for control, your promise for profit, your purpose for power. And they almost succeeded. But then came the order. Expose it. Let me make it plain. There are meetings happening, yes, even now, where your name is being spoken without your knowledge. You're not in the room, but your life is on the table. There are deals being discussed in quiet corners. There are signatures being arranged. There are shifts in energy, hidden movements in the spiritual realm. And the goal? To erase you from what rightfully belongs to you. This is not paranoia. This is divine intelligence. You were targeted, but not because you are weak, because you are chosen, because your voice carries weight, because your prayers have disrupted what was supposed to remain hidden. The transaction was meant to happen silently, but your tears provoked heaven's attention. I was sent the moment you said, "God, I don't understand what's happening, but I know something isn't right." That was all it took. And now, I've arrived. This exchange, what they called business, is spiritual warfare in disguise. And you, unknowingly, were the currency. They spoke of shifting roles, rewriting titles, reassigning blessings. And you, they thought you would remain silent, that you would never discover the file, the message, the name. But I brought it to you. It's in your spirit now. That pressure you felt? That was not anxiety. It was activation. Heaven is calling you into revelation. Now hear me well. One of the individuals involved has a connection to your past. It's someone you once confided in, someone who once cried with you, or pretended to. They know what you've been through, and yet they've aligned themselves with forces who do not honor your legacy. This betrayal is not new. It's ancient, a generational wound, a cycle repeated. But I'm breaking it now. This exchange has been attempted before. Long ago, someone in your bloodline was offered something if they would remain silent about a promise. They took the offer. They chose silence. And your family paid the price. That silence ends today. I saw the ledger. I saw the signature. And I saw the lie they attached to your name. That you were unstable. That you didn't deserve it. That you weren't ready. They used those words to justify removing your access to something sacred. But I, Archangel Michael, rebuke their lies. You are ready. You are worthy. You are chosen. And now the record is being set straight. Listen, there is a physical sign coming. Within 3 days, something unusual will appear near you. A message, a slip of paper, a notification, something that seems small but carries a code. Do not ignore it. It is your signal. That paper is connected to the exchange. It's your evidence. It's your proof. Do not dismiss it. Don't toss it aside. Heaven has encoded your answer within something that seems insignificant. That's how divine protection works. It hides sacred things in plain sight. Now hear this part closely. There's a property, a resource, a right, a door that you were meant to walk through. But someone tried to reroute it. They used influence to confuse decision makers. They suggested alternatives. They whispered other names. But heaven has pushed back. The path is opening again. But only if you claim it. You must not remain silent anymore. Not in the spirit. Not in the natural. Your obedience will unlock what was paused, and your awareness will destroy the power of the hidden transaction. I am standing over the scrolls of your inheritance right now. My sword is drawn. My eyes are on the one who tried to negotiate your future like a pawn. And I promise you, if you do not give up, I will not retreat. This deal will be dismantled. This trap will be exposed. This secret will be shouted from the rooftops. Because, child, you are not forgotten. You are protected. You are rising. This chapter is not written in fear, but in fire. And fire reveals. Let the enemy scramble. Let the traitors panic. Let the betrayers lose sleep. Because the one they tried to silence is now surrounded by angels. And Michael stands first in the line. They wanted to trade your inheritance. But they forgot you are the bloodline breaker. They wanted to cancel your assignment. But they forgot who assigned you. They wanted to profit off your pain. But now heaven will make them watch you walk in power. The exchange is being reversed. And you, the one they tried to exclude, will be the one who inherits the double portion. Type 777 if you receive this reversal. Archangel Michael says, the face you trusted is not the hand that's clean. There is someone near you, close in proximity, close in memory, close in history. But their loyalty has shifted. I do not speak in riddles. I speak in fire. And what I am about to reveal is not a theory. It is a truth sealed by the Most High. They are involved, not passively, not innocently, but intentionally. Yes, the one who prays beside you. The one who smiles when you speak. The one who claims to protect your peace while secretly bartering with your breakthrough. I watched it happen. I stood in the spirit and saw the moment their yes to you turned into a hidden yes to another agenda. They are not just a participant. They are a messenger of interference. And here is the terrifying part. They don't see themselves as guilty. They believe they're helping. They convinced themselves it was necessary. They whispered, it's just business. It's not betrayal. But heaven calls it by its real name. Treason of trust. You remember that strange shift in their tone last week? That moment their words felt flat? That glance you brushed off as tiredness? It wasn't exhaustion. It was a spiritual fracture, their cover slipping. Archangel Michael says, they didn't just find their way into the transaction. They were a key part of it. They leaked information. They made calls. They met in secret. Yes. They spoke your name in a room you were never invited to. They agreed to adjustments, exclusions, changes, to limit you, to control you, to keep you in a box they could manage. They wrapped it in concern. They smiled while doing it. But God is not mocked. This person's involvement is being exposed now because the timing is divine. They were given opportunities to speak up. They were given warnings in dreams. They heard the same angelic whisper you did, but they turned away from it. They were tempted, and they accepted. By influence, by security, by fear of your rising. Yes, fear. Because some people don't celebrate your growth. They endure it. They smile and nod, but inside, they panic. They worry about what it means for them when you finally step into your fullness. When you stop asking for permission. When you stop shrinking. And now, your expansion has threatened their comfort. That's why they said yes to the transaction. Not out of hate, but out of fear that your light would make their shadows obvious. But what they didn't calculate was divine backlash. I have stepped into the room, and nothing is hidden now. There's a message about to come to you, be it by accident or divine interruption. It may be a forwarded email, a misplaced conversation, a voicemail not meant for your ears, but it will come, and it will confirm what I've spoken to your spirit. Do not ignore it. I repeat, do not ignore it. You will be tempted to excuse it. You'll hear yourself say, no, they wouldn't do that. Not them. But yes, them. The moment you confront what you were afraid to accept is the moment your spiritual authority multiplies. This is your unveiling season, not just of what they did, but of who you truly are. Now let me warn you with love. Confrontation is not always verbal. You don't need to storm into rooms. You don't need to start arguments. Sometimes the most powerful confrontation is withdrawal, is clarity, is silent, confident repositioning. The one involved in the transaction will feel it when your alignment changes, when you stop defending them in prayer, when you stop giving them unrestricted access, when your spirit stops accepting their false peace. I am protecting you, not just from what they did, but from the effect it could still have. Their words have delayed some things. Their influence blocked certain opportunities. But no more. I've torn the veil. I've shattered the false harmony. And now their masks are cracking. Watch for the following signs. They become overly generous without reason. They start asking unusual questions about your plans. They suddenly express concern about decisions they once supported. These are not coincidences. These are cover-ups unraveling. Heaven is revealing motive. Archangel Michael says, this is not punishment. This is purification. God is not trying to shame them, but He will not allow your destiny to be filtered through their manipulation. This is divine justice, merciful, yes, but firm. The spiritual transaction they tried to seal in secret has now been stamped with fire. The paper has turned to ash. The seal has been broken. And your name, your true name, is being restored in the heavens. You were written into a destiny that cannot be deleted. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them panic. Their involvement has been noted, and heaven has issued new orders. I now stand between you and any remaining residue of this betrayal. I have marked your home. I have assigned 2 angels to your left and right, silent watchers, divine interceptors. Nothing crosses your threshold without passing through heaven's fire. Now listen, you must resist the urge to feel shame. This is not your failure. It is their exposure. And God is using it to increase your discernment. He's teaching your spirit to sense false alignment before it's too late. This person's role in your life is either ending or being radically redefined. But it depends on how you respond. Will you allow this exposure to shift your path? Or will you pretend you didn't see it? Type 999 if you're ready to walk in wisdom. I, Michael, am not here just to protect. I'm here to promote. And this exposure? It is your promotion in disguise. The masked one played their part. But now the curtain is falling, and heaven is spotlighting the truth. Archangel Michael says, the moment I stepped in, everything changed. The secret transaction was moving forward with a dangerous momentum. Signed papers, whispered agreements, unseen hands exchanging authority behind locked doors. all headed to a destiny that would have bypassed your rightful inheritance. But I arrived like a storm from heaven. I did not come quietly. I did not come in peace. I came with a sword blazing, with fire in my wings, with a voice that shakes the foundations of the spiritual realm. Because some things in heaven cannot be ignored. Some things must be interrupted. And this was one of them. I was sent to disrupt, to expose, to reclaim. The celestial courts convened the moment this deal was drafted. It was not just a meeting of angels, but a divine tribunal where the very soul of your destiny was under review. The adversary thought they had cover, but their plans were written in invisible ink, ink that I revealed with holy fire. I stood as a prosecutor and a protector, my sword a gavel, my wings the shield. I challenged every lie. I shattered every false oath. I nullified every signature not authorized by God's perfect will. The secret transaction was no longer secret. Its shadows were cast into the light. The truth thundered in the heavenly halls, and the ones behind it trembled. You may have felt the change already, that shift in atmosphere, that breaking silence, that sudden clarity where confusion once reigned. That was my work. Your spiritual environment was a battlefield, a place where demonic forces sought to finalize a deal to silence you forever. But I stood in that gap. I became the interruption no darkness could override. Listen carefully. You are not just a bystander. You are a part of this cosmic courtroom drama. Your prayers are not unnoticed whispers. Your faith is the fire fueling this victory. I moved heavenly legal documents into your favor. I sealed your name on contracts that cannot be broken. I am the heavenly sword drawn against every plan to steal, kill, or destroy your promise. The transaction they sought to execute was an act of war, a spiritual attack designed to undermine your purpose. But I am the commander of legions who stands before you, your divine advocate, your protector. The transaction was to finalize control over your blessings, but I declared it void. That means the enemy's power to manipulate your legacy is broken. The spiritual contract is canceled. But this interruption is not a passive event. It demands action. You must awaken. You must claim. You must fight. Because the enemy is furious. They know their plan was exposed. Their time is short. They will try to regroup. They will try to intimidate. They will use fear, confusion, and distractions to slow you down. But you are no longer alone. I am at your side. My angels surround you. The heavens have opened. The atmosphere around you is charged with divine authority. You will feel it as a surge of courage, a spark of hope, a burning in your spirit that cannot be quenched. Do not be surprised if you notice strange occurrences now. Doors opening without cause, unexplained noises, messages arriving at unexpected times, dreams filled with symbols and faces. These are the signs of spiritual intervention. The universe is aligning to support your breakthrough. Do not dismiss these moments. They are confirmations. They are invitations. They are the voice of the heavens saying, "This is your moment." Now here is what you must do next. Stay alert. Guard your heart. Discern the voices around you. Seek wisdom in prayer. Ask for clarity. But above all, act in faith. Claim the victory I have fought for you. Remember, the enemy's plan was broken before it could be completed. But the battle is ongoing. Your obedience activates protection. Your faith summons strength. Your declaration calls angels to war on your behalf. I have seen the victory in the Spirit. I have sealed it with fire and authority. But your cooperation is essential. Stand firm. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not allow doubt to silence your voice. Speak boldly. Declare your boundaries. Walk in the light. The interruption is only the beginning. From this moment forward, every step you take is covered by heavenly protection. The secret transaction was meant to bind you, but now it binds the enemy. They are trapped by their own deception. And you? You are free. You are released. You are ascending. Type 111. If you declare your freedom now, I am the warrior standing at your side, the sword that cuts through darkness, the light that shatters lies, the presence that will not depart. Your breakthrough is sealed, your path is guarded, your future is secure. This chapter in your life was nearly stolen, but heaven intervened, and the transaction failed, because you are chosen, because you are protected, because you are victorious. Archangel Michael says, "Now it is your turn to stand, strong, vigilant, and unshakable." The secret transaction is unraveling, but it will not undo itself without your participation. The battle is not just in heaven. It is here, in your spirit, your decisions, your hands. You have been chosen to receive this message because you are the gatekeeper of your destiny. No one else can take this place. No one else can fight this fight for you. I have cleared the path, broken the chains, exposed the shadows. But you, yes, you, must walk through the door. This is not a passive moment. This is not a season for silence. This is a divine call to awaken and activate. Here is what you must do. 1. Open your eyes to the signs. You have felt the pressure, the heaviness, the strange disruptions in your life. These are not coincidences. These are signals. Watch closely. Listen carefully. That message, that knock, that unexpected phone call, these are divine couriers delivering confirmations. Do not dismiss them. They carry keys to unlock your next chapter. 2. Guard your heart and your spirit. The one involved in the transaction, the masked one, will try to confuse you. They may approach with words of peace, gestures of friendship. But your spirit is a finely tuned instrument. Listen to it. If your soul feels unrest, if doubt creeps in, do not ignore it. Set boundaries. Protect your energy. Pray for discernment. Remember, obedience to God activates your protection. 3. Speak with authority. Speak the words that align you with your purpose. Declare your boundaries out loud. Say, "I am the rightful heir to my blessings. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I reject all secret transactions made without my consent. I walk in divine protection and favor." Your words have power. They summon angels. They bind confusion. They activate miracles. 4. Receive the healing betrayal wounds deeply. You may carry pain you didn't realize was connected to this transaction. Your heart may ache. Your spirit may feel tired. Know this. Heaven sees every tear. I, Michael, have stood by as you cried in silence. Now it is time to release that pain. Pray for healing. Invite divine restoration. Allow yourself to be lifted. The past will not define your future. 5. Prepare for the breakthrough. You are on the cusp of a great shift. The spiritual blockage is breaking. Your breakthrough is near. But breakthrough requires readiness. Stay in faith. Stay alert. Stay connected to the divine source. I am standing guard over your next steps. My sword is drawn. My presence is near. 6. Take action in the natural. While you fight in the spirit, take steps in the natural. Look for the signs I spoke of. Gather evidence if needed. Protect what is yours. Speak with trusted advisors. Do not be passive. Your obedience moves mountains. Your vigilance protects your inheritance. Do not underestimate the power of your role in this moment. The secret transaction was a spiritual attack, but it is also an invitation to rise, to reclaim, to take your rightful place. You were born for such a time as this. The heavens have been preparing you. Your name was written in glory before the foundation of the world. Do not allow this moment to slip away. Say yes to the call. Say yes to the fight. Say yes to your destiny. Type 555 if you say yes now. Remember this. I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you. I will not leave. I will not fail. My sword is your shield. My presence is your fortress. You are not alone. You are chosen. You are victorious. The secret transaction is unraveling, but your victory is just beginning. Archangel Michael says, This is the moment you have been waiting for, though you may not have known it. A secret transaction was set in motion to bind your future, to silence your voice, and to steal what God promised you. But I have intervened. Heaven has broken the silence, torn open the veil, and exposed the darkness lurking behind the smiles. Now you know the truth. Now you understand the battle. Now you must choose your side. You are standing at a threshold. One step forward or backward changes everything. Will you walk boldly into the light? Will you take hold of the victory prepared for you? I command you, do not delay. Do not hesitate. Your obedience is the key that unlocks the divine reversal. Every second you linger in doubt is a second lost in blessing. Your breakthrough is ready. Your protection is guaranteed. But it requires your faith, your courage, your declaration. You are not alone in this. I am the warrior at your side. My sword is drawn against every hidden enemy. My shield covers you from every attack. Your name is written in the book of life with radiant light. This is your divine appointment. This is your hour of victory. You were never meant to miss it. Type 777 now to declare your breakthrough. Say aloud, I receive my victory. I walk in divine protection. I am chosen and unstoppable. The secret transaction is exposed. The enemy's plans are undone, and your destiny is secure. Stand firm, child. Walk forward with power. The heavens are rejoicing over your rise. I, Archangel Michael, am with you now and always. This is your time, your moment, your miracle.